good afternoon or whatever it is time you're watching this, but here we go with the GoPro 9 versus the GoPro 8. So real quick, I forgot to say, I am almost 50 subs away from 2,000, which is not much, but it's big for me. So if you got a second, please subscribe. Let's get over 2,000 after this video. Just 50, baby. Let's do it. All right, so right now we're rocking on the 9. I'll put up the settings I have listed right now, but we're gonna match the same so that everything is equal. I have watched a number of reviews on the 9 and the 8 myself. Most time when you buy another camera, you're like, this one's gonna be so much better. But there are things the 8 seems to do better than the 9, which is weird. And it's probably gonna be on, I think, picture quality, a little bit brighter, but this will have a little, it's almost like they toned down the ISO in the 9 to give you a crisper picture. And it's probably because it's due to a different sensor, so you're gonna have a different look. But regardless. Also check out the audio as I go through this. They're pretty close in audio. The 8 was good. I think the 9's a little bit better, but we'll find out. Let me know what you think. Size, let's talk about size. But let's switch to the 8 and we'll talk about size. All right, we're rocking on the 8 now. So this is the sound of the 8, but we're gonna talk about size. To me, there's a pretty big difference between the two. Are these glasses horrible? Should I do a review on these? I look like a freaking moron with these glasses on. But I love the lenses and I love the straps on the back that come with it. That's why I got it. The 8 is smaller, no doubt. Most folks have said it's not a big deal when you use the camera, which is mostly true. But when you put the GoPro 8 in your pocket with no mount, no nothing, it just hides in your pocket. The lens is flatter to the camera and it's overall, so I could go running and put it in my running pants and would forget about it. The 9, you feel the weight difference bouncing around. So there is a difference in size. But there are benefits on having a bigger camera, bigger battery, longer battery life. Most are getting probably about 30% longer battery life than the 8 or the 7 or the old ones. So that's good. All right, back on the 9. So I had the GoPro Max before. I just sold the GoPro Max. I liked it on hero mode, but I thought the image was not as good. Wasn't as good as the 8. So when 9 came out with the horizon leveling and the ability to soon buy the extra lens to give you that hero look with the complete horizon leveling, I'm on board for that. That way having one camera to deal with. The 360 was cool, but for me, it wasn't for me. I didn't like editing it in post, recreating the whole scene again, and then using it in my video. And I found that it wasn't worth the loss in quality of footage. If you zoomed in at all, it was a mess. All right, 2.7K, 60 frames per second. The 9's on horizon leveling, so it's gonna be a little tighter shot. Because when you got horizon leveling, you use horizon leveling. Let's go! Let's go! Let's go! You're gonna make it! You're gonna make it! You're gonna make it! Jump off.
Oh, no, back that way.
Okay, both 4K 30 Super View with the boost on.
To go on this wall. And
yep. No road. She doesn't like the road. The GoPro 9 has got 5K 30, and the 8 has 4K 30, both on wide view.
Has she walked to school with us before? Or something?
Boost is on both. Lulu.
Turn around, I'm flying. Now this is a hill, okay? So, be nice to me, please.
I like to go like around and like, oh, you got my foot caught. It's your fault. I go around you to make you crazy. Come on. Wait.
Please don't pull me downhill, though.
I'll hit the button when she starts doing it.
Oh, that scared me. Come on, Lou.
Heel. This is the scary bridge.
Wait, right there.
Okay. I got it. be our water test of the GoPro 8 and the GoPro 9 on the volume. The bubbler's on, so it's kind of loud, so we'll see how that turns out. Ready? All right, talking right away. Which one sounds better? Which one's clearer? Which one? Hello? I'm gonna sing for you. All right, talking right away. Which one sounds better? Which one's clearer? Which one? Hello? I'm gonna sing for you. Which is, do it again. And we're done. Hello. Is it coming out? Let's do a quick shake. Which one sounds better now after the shake? And we're done. Hello. Is it coming out? Let's do a quick shake. Which one sounds better now after the shake? GoPro 8, GoPro 9. Final thoughts. Let's get to it. Let's talk about image quality. If you go back and look at the comparison, if you pause the video and pixel peep, you will see a difference in clarity. The 9 offers a little bit crisper picture in the details with the improved sensor. But we're talking about pixel peeping, and it's not really something you would normally do in the GoPro, but it's nice to have a better image overall that you can crop into. So if you crop it a little bit with the GoPro, it will give you a little bit better image than the GoPro Hero 8 can offer. So it sounds better on paper than it is in real life. You have 12 megapixels versus 20, roughly 20 megapixels. Sounds like you have a lot more to deal with, and it is better a little bit, but we're talking about a GoPro picture. That's something you would use as an afterthought to me. If you're in the pool, you're in the ocean, you want to take a cool photo, you grab a photo from the GoPro since you're there and can get wet. If you're using the GoPro for diving, for underwater photos, obviously get the 9 because you get a little bit better. But really, if you want to get really great photos for underwater diving, you don't have to get like the Sony and buy a rig for it and everything else to go underwater to get really good images. GoPro would just kind of like give you something. You were there. You got evidence that you saw these great, cool photos of sharks and mermaids and stuff. But it is a difference. It is better, but it's nothing to like to make you really excited about. Let's talk about some of the new software features that the 9 delivers versus the 8. You have screen capture, duration, and then you have what Sony kind of has this in their slow motion, high frame rate, where basically the camera's recording internally, but it's waiting for you to hit the button to actually go back and accept that video. So instead of like holding the GoPro, waiting for and recording the entire time, waiting for either something to happen on the sports field or whatever, you're letting the camera just kind of run, and then you hit the button and it jumps back 15 seconds prior and records all that. So it's basically a delay in the process. It saves probably a little bit of battery life, not much because you're still using that battery, and it saves space on your memory card. So when you download that video, it's not a 5-minute long 5 gig file, it's a short clip that you captured within the 15-20 seconds that you decide to use. You do a golf swing or baseball swing or something like that, you wait for the action to happen. You know it's coming, you just don't know when. Alright, let's discuss the size difference. So when you get something, you have to give something up. So this package is a lot smaller for me, easier to take in your pants pocket or whatever, but with a little bit bigger, you get some added bonus. They advertise 30% longer battery life with the bigger battery inside here. You get a bigger screen on the back, so when you view your videos on the back, it's easier to see the screen. And of course, obviously, you have the front-facing screen. And that's good and bad, because sometimes, like even with the Sony ZV1 here, I catch myself looking over at the screen and not the lens. Same thing can happen on the GoPro. You can catch yourself looking at the screen here versus the lens. They're so close, you may not be able to tell, but you might be able to tell. It's a nice to have, but it has this drawback, so you have to remind yourself to look at the lens. Versus the GoPro here is that once you turn it on, there's nowhere else to look besides the lens. One's flatter than the other, because you can remove this, which is great, to be able to replace this in case you damage it. Or you can get the lens mod on it to put the Hero 6, the Max Men's, what's it called? And this has a flat screen. Now, I talked about before in my other video is that the reason why I think they use this is because of water getting inside the lens. This way they sealed it all up so no water can get in. But people were complaining about damaging the screen here, and then now you're stuck. Which I think they revamped. Yeah. Whereas having a plastic adapter, this is more of metal inside here, so it may give you a better seal. So they might have fixed two things in one, where they have now where it won't get any water inside and have damage later on. So 8 versus 9. For me, I like new things all the time, and it's fun playing with new products, so I'm happy with going with the 9 and selling the 8. If you're on a complete budget and you're just trying to get the best deal, the 8's going to be the best deal. Find this thing used on eBay, Facebook Marketplace or something. Someone's dumping it. I'll be dumping mine soon, so if you want to buy mine, in the description below I'll put the eBay link. You can look for it there. But I'll be selling this guy for you. But you can find a great deal on these, right? Because they're used. Or you can go to Amazon Marketplace and look for a used there and buy it that way. If there's something wrong with it, you can return it to Amazon. Same with the 9. You can go out and try to find this used already too, but Amazon may have it already on there used. Some folks like to use them for a while and then return them, which is that right? No, it's not right. So, but it happens. So take advantage of the deals that are out there. People return these things, and Amazon's a good spot or eBay is a good spot to pick one up. So I'm happy with the 9. I'm going to be keeping it as long as until the 10 comes out, and then we'll get the 10 and play with that one. I am having some complaints with this guy. If you saw my other video with scheduled capture, scheduled capture is not working for me on the GoPro. It doesn't work yet. I'm hoping that they will fix it in a software update. They gotta fix it, right? It's there. It needs to be fixed, GoPro. It's ridiculous, really. If you own a 9 and your scheduled capture is working fine, like you set it in the evening and for the morning sunrise, and it works perfectly, please let us know, because the most I've seen on the GoPro support page is that it does not. Anyway, that's it. Let me know which one you guys like, your thoughts about the two, and we'll see you on the next video. Stay safe.